Hello, welcome to my channel. This is a book review for Charles Bargue and Jean Leon Jerome. It's done by Gerald M. Ackerman, and this is the drawing course. This is the famous Charles Bargue drawing course. This book is quite thick, as you can see. It has 334 pages. This is the book that, if you're serious about drawing, you're going to want to get. Because it has all the plates that Charles Bargue used in their class. You will see it only has the plates, which was drawn from, see, it's got like noses and eyes, and it's got ears and noses and mouths, and there's a foot. It's got feet. It's got feet from the back and feet on stands. I'm having trouble with this book. You can see the way that it's set up. What it does is it takes you from simple drawings to drawing the hands and the feet, the legs, and they're all on different positions. Like you've got a side pose, you've got a front pose. It has the shading necessary to make it look 3D. And they start you out with like just a line drawing, and then you put in the shading to make it look more real. There's a camel. And so what you do is you take and you copy these plates. Now there is a place called Burst Books, B-U-R-S-T, that has taken Charles Bargues' drawings or plates and copied them and put them in book form, so that you don't have to go through the whole schmear of copying them out. Because trust me, it can run about $50 in ink if you're going to copy all of these, and the book isn't that expensive. So I would suggest checking out, and I don't get any money from this. This is just basically helpful information so that you don't go through the expense of what I went through when I bought this book. Like, I took this book and I copied every single one of these out. And there are some of them that are really tiny that I had to resize. Well, then I realized I didn't have to resize it because it was actually in the book. So, you can see that it's got all kinds of sculptures. It's got nudes, it's got sculptures, it's got drawings draped in clothing. But I can tell you, if you get this book, and I don't get anything from this, I'm not an Amazon affiliate or anything like that, but I did get this from was it Amazon? I think it was Amazon that I got this book from. But I also have gotten books from Target, so they also have printings of books like this. But this is well made. It's very thick. well-constructed book. It's not a cheap book. And trust me, it wasn't cheap. But it also tells you what each of the plates are, like what they're referring to. Like it says male torso, 3/4 view, and then it goes on to explain. So it's not leaving you in the dark. It's like, what is this? They basically will tell you what the plates are. So you've not only got all of these, right? But you also, see, these are the ones that I resized and didn't actually have to. Because look, there they are. There are a lot of these plates. And I'm telling you, if you go through all these plates, there ain't nothing you can't draw. Because see, it's got heads and different angles. It's got children, older people, women. Then it goes into the human form in motion. So you've got them standing and sitting and moving around, so that by the time you get done with this book, you will, like I said, you'll be able to draw anything. I got started on the book and I did one a day. Now, I don't do mine like some of them do, because I have an issue with my eyesight. But some of them use a plumb line. The drawing is supposed to be, or the copy part is supposed to be the size of the one that you're drawing. So like if you're going to do an 8x10, make the copied one, make this plate be an 8x10. If you've got the capability and want to make it bigger, by all means make it bigger. But the plumb line is to give you a reference point when you go to draw it in. You know, like down the line here. Can you see that? Like a plumb line down the line of it. And then it gives you the ones that he has done, like the drawings and the paintings. It tells you about his story, where he's been. I think he went to India or someplace like that. Or maybe it was Middle East. I don't know. Some of these drawings look like it's from a different country, for sure. But I think he traveled a lot. So it's a very in-depth book. Like you can see how he went with all the lines and everything. Like he really wanted to teach you how to draw. And there's it. Like I said, it's got like 335 pages or something like that in it. It's very well made. It's got, like I said, you can tell it's very well made. The binding on it, it's very well done. But I can tell you that if you go through this whole book and you do all these drawings, you know, there's nothing you won't be able to draw. the drawings are done in a way to progress you from one stage to the other, so that you will be able to draw the human form in its entirety without thinking about it by the time you get done. Because you'll have this muscle memory of these lines and where they go and how they are in relation to the other, how long to make the individual, or I should say how tall, how wide. You know, everybody's different, and of course you're going to have to judge by that, but this will give you a good understanding of how to do it all. And I want to tell you, this little thing here this is called a seam gauge. I don't know if I can get this in the camera or not, but it has this little mover thing that goes up and down. Well, this little mover thing, it doesn't move. Once you do put it where you want it, it stays. So I have used it because of my eyesight issues. I have used it to, like, say, go for the, let's do it this way. Like, say that's the arm, and I want to measure it from there to there. It stays. It doesn't move. So, like, if I get up and I have to answer the door, this stays. It's not going anywhere. And I have used it to judge my lines, to where to put my, as I moved up, my outline. And then see, like, you can put the outline for that from, or the line. You have a line there and a line there, and you can mark your points. And that'll give you a good idea of if you're off somewhere. You can take this and make sure that you at least got your points in right. So there's that. I used a number 2 pencil. You can use charcoal pencils if you want to make them darker. This is an eraser. It is not a white pencil. This is a eraser pencil. I just think this is the coolest thing ever. You can, like, erase out the little white speck in the eye. You can do it for highlighting. Anyway, it's called a Touch Topic Rubber Pencil. And it's by Ming Young, Mingyun. I got these from Amazon. They came in a package. I think there was like 5 or 6. But they're very handy to have. And then, of course, you got this. This is to smooth out your shading. Can I get that in there? They come in different sizes. This is a big fat one. It's a number 9. Or is it 6? It's a number 6. Anyway, that way you can smooth out your shading. So, that's that book review. If you are into drawing and you want a good starting point, this is the drawing course I would use. Like I said, you're going to have to copy the plates, you know, on your printer. So that means either you're going to have to put this flat out on your printer and print them that way. I did see online you can get a PDF. Some places are kind of sketchy though on downloading that stuff. So I would honestly, if I had to do this all over again, I would buy the Burst book, and I don't get anything from Burst Books for telling you this, but they have done theirs in black and white to where you don't have to go through all that. They've done the hard work for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my book review. It is a wonderful book. It is one of my most prized books on my bookshelf. And I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in my next book review. Thank you.